Doing?
Hi,
Got a nice little
coach.
book of notes there.
Yeah, because I am from Mexico, so I have
Okay.
to write it down.
Sure.
Yeah, nice to meet you, coach.
Pleasure meeting you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Hey, coach, we always many people remembers that 13 seconds final drive against the Bills back in the divisional to 2021. As a staff of the defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, staff from Andy Reid, you guys practice every situational football, or there are some plays that you have to take decisions in seconds on the field, on the game.
Yeah.
Tell me if you guys contemplate everything, or there are some plays that comes
Yeah.
up
Well,
suddenly.
listen, you can't simulate everything in the game because you just don't know what's going to come up. But we spend a lot of time from the time we get here in OTAs back in the spring, right through training camp, to continually work on all kinds of situations that may or may not come up. And they usually involve the clock. You know, you bring up the 13 seconds. I mean, that's a limited amount of time, and our offense did a great job in that particular situation. But we're always working about what would happen against that if we were put in that situation defensively. So we've been through those. Hopefully we've hit enough of them that the guys can react the right way when the situation calls for it.
Hey, coach, share us about your mentors. Who were your mentors?
Yeah, well, certainly the one that comes to mind when I was in Philadelphia, when I first got in the league in 1999, Jim Johnson was the defensive coordinator of the Philadelphia Eagles. And I worked for Jim for 8 years, and he was a great mentor in terms of X's and O's and how to function defensively as a coordinator. And I've had a lot of other coaches that I've worked for along the way that have been an immense help. Jack Bicknell I worked for when I worked in NFL Europe. I actually coached in Barcelona, Spain with Jack, and a bunch of others. And there's even the assistant coaches that I work with around now, always a help. You're always learning. We're constantly learning in this business, and the day you stop learning is when you tend to go backwards. So we keep trying to go forward.
Is there anyone you admire, or who do you consider is the best defensive coordinator in the history of the NFL?
Well, I think Jim Johnson was terrific when I worked for him. Dick LeBeau in Pittsburgh was a great defensive coordinator, and there's been many others. I mean, Bill Belichick was a great defensive coordinator before he became a head coach. So, been blessed to watch and see a lot of those guys.
I'm talking about leadership. We saw Pat Mahomes to got desperate on the bench on the moment in the season, and is there sometimes that a leader has to raise the hand and raise the voice in order to straighten the way, to correct the way?
Yeah, I think you see that around the league, and I think you see it in any sports. And it's usually the elite players that tend to be your best leaders because they think that all the other players follow. And when you have a guy like Patrick Mahomes that senses the importance of the moment and when he needs to say something, that helps the team a lot. We've got a bunch of those guys on defense that do that. You know, Nick Bolton, Chris Jones, all the way. Trent McDuffie, even as a young guy. L.J. Snead is a quiet leader, but you got to have those guys to win in this league.
And finally, coach, I've been with you guys in the Miami, in Phoenix, and now, and I've seen you in the pre-week, very relaxed, very joking. Your players.
Yeah.
And do you think it's a key to in order to be relaxed, in order to win? And how do you guys, you and Reed, manages to provoke this in the players?
Yeah, I believe that all begins at the top. And Coach Reed is a very relaxed, rock solid guy. And he wants guys to let their personality show. He wants us to be us, the players to be the players. Don't change, keep the same routine, do what you've been doing the prior 20 weeks that we've been in this. And I think it's a good way to go.
So he provokes to be authentic.
Say it again? Yes.
He provokes to be,
pretty much.
And do you think it helps to win?
Yes, I think
Okay,
that has
good
a lot
luck.
to do with
Very
it.
good luck. Thank you.
Yeah.